What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gunfish TV. I want to thank you for tuning in. If you would, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you go check out some of my other videos where I actually catch way more fish than you're going to see in this video. But basically, the title, one of the worst days I've had fishing in a long time. Basically, I fished a 2v1 tournament today out on the Roanoke Rapids Lake, and it was my buddy, and he had a partner with him, and then it was me by myself, which I don't have any issue with. I fish by myself all the time. But basically, I got my butt whooped by them. I couldn't figure the fish out, basically. I just never dialed anything in. I just couldn't get any bites to kind of point me in the right direction. I don't know if it was a timing thing. My timing was off. Maybe my decision making on, going to different, spots at different times. Maybe I was a little late on the bite. I was at the wrong time. I'm not real sure, but I literally threw everything that I had tied on. I threw a square bill, chatterbait, spinnerbait. I flipped. I threw the frog, of course, threw the toad runner. I even skipped some docks with the jig and threw the buzzbait. And I just could not dial anything in. I just could not get bit. I fished hydrilla, I fished points, I fished flats, stumps, you name it. Just did not get bit. Some days are like that. I haven't had a day like I had today in a long time, years and years. It's been a while. And it was pretty tough. It wore on me pretty hard, but actually they did okay. They caught several fish. They had a limit of 13.5 pounds. Here's a picture here of them holding their fish. So they really didn't have a bad day at all. They actually did pretty good, and they actually caught theirs on a point with some current. They were running water through the lake pretty hard. And they got on a point, they found some fish, and they were throwing a soft plastic swim bait with a weighted belly hook, and they were just fishing that around the grass on the point, and they kind of got on a bite, got in the area, and they found some fish, and they caught some. And they had a pretty nice limit, as y'all saw, so congratulations to them. Lee finally beat me. I'm glad he did. I'm happy for him. But like I said, today, it was like all day I was scrambling. I was just scrambling, and I never dialed anything in. But after the tournament was over, I ran to the dam because one of my buddies had told me they were catching rockfish up at the dam. So I ran up to the dam, and I did catch a couple fish up there. So y'all are going to see those now. And then right after y'all watch these clips of me catching these fish up at the dam, I'm going to go over this Zoom frog, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit, and I'm going to let y'all know what I think about it. There's one. Get in here already. Heck yeah. That is fun right there. Chill out. That's so darn feisty. It will tear your hands all to pieces. He's not big enough to keep. Get on back in there. All right, good deal. Already, ain't been here in no time. There's one. Oh God, look at that. freaking largemouth. Oh, a spot. Look at that. Little spot up here. Got him. Should have been up here all along. Back in there. All right, so as y'all saw, I didn't get skunked. I did catch a couple fish up there at the dam, you know, caught that striper and caught that spotted bass on the bucktail. I had some more bites. I lost them and just kind of missed them. But right after I caught those fish, they really started rolling water big time out of Gaston, and the current was running so hard. The fish just shut off. I mean, it was flying. I couldn't even stay there. I did drift down a little bit, but I didn't get any more bites. So, you know, that was fun while it lasted, but that was it. So basically, as y'all know, I'm a big pad crasher fan. I've been fishing Booyah pad crashers for years and years and years. And I literally think they're the best frogs on the market as far as action, hookups, you know, durability. They just flat out catch them, and I have a ton of confidence in them. That's why I throw them. But Zoom, I'm a big Zoom guy when it comes to soft plastics, you know, speed crawl, trick worms, you name it. The majority of plastics I have are Zoom, so they came out with a frog. They have one that's huge, but this is the junior model, and this is like a shad color. I'm not exactly sure what the exact name of this color is, but y'all can see it. Silver bottom, white and black legs. These Zoom frogs have this little, they have these little, you know, rubber skirt coming out of the back of it right in the middle here. But, you know, overall, good looking frog. So I wanted to get one to try it out and kind of see, you know, what I thought of it. Well, basically, when I got it and I took it out the package, the first thing I noticed was how low the hooks sit on the body. They sit really low on the body, which I don't really like that on a frog. Even though they are at an upward angle, they sit very low. So when I collapse the frog, when I take it and collapse it, you can see it's not really that much hook point up above it. And right here, you have all the rubber where it comes through for the legs, so I can't even collapse that. So very little hook is sitting up to be able to penetrate that fish's mouth. Now, I'm not saying that you're not gonna catch fish, because you will, but I don't like any frog that the hook sits that low in. Just for comparison, I have a pad crasher right here, and I don't even have the hooks bent up on this one. This is a popping one, but they're all the same. I usually bend the hooks up a little bit, but on this one I don't at all. Look at the difference. Look at the difference right there. That is a huge difference, and that's gonna make a big difference on hookups. You can see just the difference in the hook setting up. This has a lot, collapses a lot better, has a lot more hook to be able to penetrate into that fish's mouth. So definitely hookup ratio is gonna be much better on your pad crasher as compared to this Zoom. So that was the first thing I noticed, that. And you can't really bend these hooks up because of the way they sit in the body. The body will move all around in the hooks if you bend them up. So you kind of have to leave them like they are. All right, so upon fishing it, the first thing that I noticed is this frog does not sit very high in the water either. So it makes it very hard to walk. It's not an easy frog to walk at all. And I fish frogs all the time and walk them and you name it. So this frog is not easy to walk. It will walk, but it is not easy to walk at all. It sits low in the water. It actually sits in the water up about to the head, right in here. So it sits way down in the water, so enough isn't up out of the water to really allow you to walk it effectively. So on a straight retrieve, of course, it just, you know, kind of, you hop it along and it's fine for that. But walking, if you want to stop it by a tree or by a pad, some cover or something, and just stop it and break it down and walk it, this frog is not the one for you. A regular pad crasher, not the popping, but the boat nose version, to me, it's one of the best walking frogs absolutely you can use. I know other people use, you know, more expensive frogs or whatever, but the pad crasher to me is just one of the best when it comes to walking. So this, not a great walking frog whatsoever. All right, so here is one thing that I noticed. I threw it for about 15 minutes and it did fine. I didn't catch any fish on it. I didn't get any bites on it either, but you know, everything, it was fine. I was fishing with it over some hydrilla. Well, then guess what? It started filling up with water and sinking. And I'm talking about filling up quick. Every 2 casts, it would sink. And I would have to reel it in, squeeze, slam full of water, squeeze it out, cast it. You can make 1 cast with it. It wouldn't fill up. Next cast, halfway in, it's just sitting there. It's just going under the water. And you know, that's one thing that I ran into with spro frogs as well, was they tend to sink after you catch a couple fish on them. Well, this one, I didn't even catch any fish on it, didn't get a bite on it, and it started sinking. And I mean, it sunk. It has no holes in it anywhere. I inspected it, looked over it good, make sure I hadn't popped a hole in it somehow, you know, whatever. It sinks. And so I really don't know what to say. Definitely, I'm not gonna buy another one. I'm not telling you not to. Maybe I got a dud, possibly, but you don't have to worry about me buying another one. I'm gonna stick to my pad crashers. They don't sink, they work great, and I've caught a ton of fish on them through the years, and it's just where my confidence is. You know, so the downfall of this Zoom, the new Zoom, and this is the junior model, is the hooks, the amount of gap you have between the body when it collapses and the hooks, the hook points, the walking action. And then also, I mean, this one's sinking. It's sinking within 15 minutes. I mean, I paid $9 for this frog and I got about 15 minutes of use out of it before it started sinking. So would I recommend it? Probably not. You can buy one and try it on your own, but I'm definitely not gonna buy another one. So that is my thoughts on the new Zoom. This is the junior version frog. So take it for what it's worth. I don't think I'll be getting another one. So anyway, that's my review of the Zoom frog. And as y'all saw, I caught 2 fish, had a really tough day in the tournament. Congrats to Lee and them. Y'all whooped me. You got me this time, but I'll come back next and I'm gonna get y'all next time. So anyway, but thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. I'm on the way to 1,000 subscribers. So I appreciate everybody that's hitting that button for me and getting my views and my subs up there. I appreciate that very much. So anyway, I'll see y'all next time on Gunfish TV.